Okay, great. So this meeting will be for just 20 minutes, then I'll leave, then the rest you can use it to ask me questions, okay? So you people will be going to do something they call pitching. Now, I need you all to understand that there is a difference between pitching and presentation, okay? And the whole difference is this. With respect to pitching, you'll be standing on stage. I'm sure they've told you guys all of this. So when you get on stage, the slide is supposed to just be like a foundation you are stepping on towards, you get me? To make your ideas stand out to the judges and the audience. And for you to be able to win whatever they are coming to do for you guys, your pitch deck alone will carry around 10 to 20 marks. So normally it's around 100 marks. So the presentation of the slides itself will carry around 20 marks. And there are key things all of you have to make sure is in your pitch deck. So always make sure that number one, at least animations and pictures are in each and every slide of your pitch deck. None of you should submit a pitch deck where there is not an animation or picture on a single slide page. I hope that is clear for all of you. Number two,
Yes,
it is better to write small. It is better to write, short answers than to write something bulky. So I'm trying to share my screen. Okay, is this turning okay? Can you all see the screen? Can you see? Oh,
yes,
okay.
you can.
Okay. All right, great. So let me proceed. So you can see it in slideshow. Is that not it? Okay. So you can see the slideshow now, right? Full screen.
Yeah, full screen.
Okay, good. So your first slide, that is where all of you are going to put your business name and then the exact thing the business is doing. So for example, if your business is Ori Eves, you are going to write Ori Eves, then you write below it. So curbing post-harvest losses, or curbing maize post-harvest losses, or ending post-harvest losses and malnutrition through innovation, okay? But try your best to put in the maize and the turkey berry and all those key things that you are doing through your innovation in the first slide. So what happens is when you are presenting, the judges would have known that, okay, we are looking for agri-tech, we are looking for climate change, we are looking for post-harvest losses. And she had already made it clear that she's keeping post-harvest losses when it comes to maize. And that one alone will make them score you well even before seeing your pitch whatsoever. Then you put the name, your name. So you, the person presenting, put your name on that first slide. Make sure your logo is also neatly on the first slide, okay? Then, if you have a prototype, so for persons like, how do they call it? Adam, whose prototype may be too bulky for them to take there. Take pictures of the prototype and put it in a Google Drive, okay? If it is an app, upload the app online and then take pictures of the app and so on, so the screenshot or the link to the app's page and put it in a QR code and put it on your first slide. So what is going to happen is when you mount the stage, before you present, you will give all the judges a QR code for them to scan. In fact, on second thought, none of you should even wait. As you are taking your prototype to stage, at least put something on a Google Drive, put it in QR code and put it on your slide. So this means that, for example, if we have someone like Adam, if Adam can take his prototype, if it is so small that he can take it inside, if he gives them the QR code and they scan, they'll be able to see that, oh, okay, apart from the fact that he brought his prototype, he's been doing some engagement here and there. He went to this institution to discuss this. He went to some local farmers to take pictures with them for them to try it. So for most of you, if you've not taken pictures with people trying some of your product, let me know. Let me make arrangements. We can go and look for some farmers and take pictures with them, making it look like you people are doing things with them. is very critical for what you guys are doing. For someone like Yvonne, she has the smaller prototype, things that are easy to carry on stage. So Yvonne, when you are going on stage, carry like 5 to 6 samples of your product, share to all the judges, then upload pictures of your engagement in a QR code and put it on your first slide and give it to them, okay? Now, let's make progress. The next slide, none of you should go and be writing anything like about the business, about that. That's why I told you that in the first slide, put a one line there. If it is Ramla Abubakar, she is what? Into climate smart aquaculture or climate smart tilapia farming. Now, in her case, she is doing something as similar as David. So both of you should try your best to choose terminologies that will make them see a clear difference. So obi there mobile aquaculture farming. Use the word mobile. Obi there open space aquaculture DNG. Put it there, okay? So that is there. So the next slide, you go straight to the problem. And when we say the problem, don't write anything more than 3 lines. So these 3 lines here you are seeing here is wrong. Just write 1 or 2 lines maximum. So for someone like David, David's problem will be if it is post-harvest losses when it comes to tilapia farming, he can go straight to the point. Ghana imports about 1 million metric tons of no, that's not post-harvest losses. So he can say about $1 million worth of tilapia goes to waste each year, or they die due to poor aquaculture practices. Ramla too can say, okay, for me, I'm solving an issue of not just aquaculture, but unemployment. So she can write a one line there that tilapia farming in Ghana hasn't been explored to its highest, whilst about 1 million youth remain unemployed in fishing areas or in so and so areas due to what? Lack of access to river bodies or water bodies. It is up to her. Or if she's doing this biochar and those chemicals you are putting into your water and things, let your problem clearly be linked to it. So if for you, you want to focus on the things you put in the water, then you can say that maybe the absence of proper chemicals or eco-friendly chemicals and things tend to harm tilapia farming or lead to low tilapia yields. Then you are done. Number 2, all of you, make sure you name the region you are implementing your innovation in. And I'll really urge all of you to implement your innovation in deprived zones like the Northern, Ashanti, Western, but I think Northern will favor all of you. Claire, MasterCard is really interested in the Northern regions. So left to me, if you say you are doing tilapia farming and it is mobile, I can say, oh, okay, for you, places like the Northern region, I'll say, oh, they call. That's my opinion. Or if the problem is with respect to the way the climate change has affected the aquaculture and things, for someone like David, then he can still maintain the eastern region. So he can maintain, because Adana Kweti said the farming is still going to take place in the eastern region. So he can say, oh, the tilapia farming in the eastern region yields so and so amount of losses due to poor, you get me, aquaculture practices such as chemicals and many more. There must be a specific region facing this problem. Number 2, in that same 1 line or 2 line problem statement you people are writing, make sure that there is a clear user or end user or customer. So, for example, you cannot see that the whole Ghana or every Ghanaian. You cannot, for someone like Yvonne cannot see that her Tom Brown is for every Ghanaian. No, there is a specific group of individuals who are facing a particular problem. That's why she did it. So if it is Eastern region for you, David, who is being affected by the problem, it could be the farmers, it could be the local fishers, smokers, fishing people. It can be the local Ghanaians. It can even be the foreigners, the export market. Ramla too, it could be that your innovation is going to rather help the tilapia farmers and not necessarily the end users. Make that thing clear. Now, someone would ask, all these plenty things I'm mentioning, how sure are you that it can go in 1 or 2 lines? No worry. If it doesn't go in the, it's been 21 minutes already. If it doesn't go in the 1 or 2 line, you can come and mention what we call 3 pain points. So, for example, your problem, you couldn't write everything in the problem sentence. You can come down and come and list 3 pain points. So, one can be climate change practices, or 2 can be changing water, changing water or time consumption, and then the last one can be unemployment. Everybody and their own. So, for example, Ramla's pain point can be one, mobility. The lack of mobility. It means if I don't have water, I can't do tilapia farming. Or if I have the water crown, I have to be changing it. It is time consuming. She can mention those pain points. 2, climate change is a big deal. So due to maybe hot weather conditions and things, you can't rear tilapia in the open. That can be her pain point number 2. And her last pain point would be unemployment. So all of you, make sure that your problem, at least the pain point, you add unemployment to it, because they are looking out for people who will not just solve a climate problem, but also a social problem. Then you look for 3 pictures, 3 or 2 pictures, or 1 clear picture with you yourself inside, with your prototype or engaging certain farmers. So, for example, let me use the guys. If it is Adam who is pitching, what I expect Adam to say is that, climate change is making farming very difficult, or climate change has made our soils very hardened for planting. And imagine a farmer called Mr. Abu, who is 60-year-old, trying to plow a land and at the same time sow seed or maize seed in it. It is difficult and it leads to post-harvest losses. This is a picture of me and him when I was doing my market research over there, and he complained bitterly about the problem. So by putting a picture of yourself with a farmer or someone there, then they know that, okay, this is someone who is far advanced. If it is you, Yvonne is trying to say that malnutrition, go and look for a child with a big head and small body and say that, as you can see here, through my engagement, through my research, this is what happens. The malnutrition, the anemia, the lack of breakfast and minimum. For David, there is this tilapia farmer in my fish seller in my, I don't know her problem. She keeps complaining that tilapia is not available and blah, blah, blah. So David can take a picture of a roadside sieve where they've put tilapia available here, but he's standing there and then he can see that, everybody take a look at this picture. Why? What happens here is that I went to try to buy tilapia and they told me they don't have it. And I was amazed to hear that the reason why they don't have it is because they said tilapia has short in Canada. By doing that, they get the problem. If you can't get the picture there, then please generate an animation of the so-called problem. So all of you try best. So Yvonne, you are doing malnutrition, stroke, maize post-harvest losses. So let us see you and maize, you and the malnutrition person. For you, Eden, you say you are doing planter. Let us see you with your planter on a farm, or you engaging some farmers during your so-called market research. The same applies to you, Ramla and David, okay? Great. Then your solution. So I'm sure all of you remember that in the problem, I told you that list 3 pain points. So when you come to your solution, as usual, your solution 2 will be 1 sentence or 2 sentences. This is what's going to happen. If you stated that the problem is a climate change problem, then your solution must be something that solves the climate change. Okay? If you said that maize and is it maize, the Tom Brown thing, maize and techberry and whatsoever is causing malnutrition and post-harvest losses and things, the solution must clearly address that. If the problem is with the packaging, the solution must be about packaging. If for you, Ramla, the problem is about the mobility, then your solution should strictly be the mobility and the chemical you are putting in to end the whole water refiltration and things. If you add them, the problem is with how hard the land is and or how time consuming it is for people to plant. If that's the problem, then your solution must clearly be that a planter that makes what? They're planting faster, or a planter that plants 2-way, blah, 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 easily. Good. When you are done, the 3 pain points you mentioned in the problem, you will come and mention 3 unique selling points of your solution. So for someone like David, if David, for you, the problem you realized has something to do with the fact that there's no central tilapia marketplace, then one of your unique selling points will be that, oh, for me, my tilapia will be available online. So what you see? So it mirrors, it will be in that order. So if in the first place you said this, then in the solution you also say that. Then lastly, like I told all of you, if you are born crana, then you're unemployment. Problem, unemployment, solution. This will create, and I will do skill training for maybe 100 people, 100 youth, for them to also get what? Jobs. Everybody knows how to do this. Okay? That is how it is. Now, for most of you, some of you too will be doing things that have a little bit of tech, especially you, Ramla. The tech people, Ayana judges, some of them, they are illiterate. Excuse me to say once again. So you need to be able to make sure that your unique selling point, it's not ambiguous. What do I mean? Now, maybe your system, uses AI and IoT and blah, blah, blah. Immediately you begin to talk about these things, the IoT, AI, can count too much now. The judges begin to feel like, oh, this thing, the girl, she will suffer to implement it. Okay, so what you can do here is this. Try and let the first unique selling point be that chemical you are putting in the water. So you can you can give them the sample in front of them. Then your second unique selling point, instead of saying AI and so on and so forth, you can just say that, oh, you have a simple IoT sensor that kicks in the water filtration or blah, 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 blah. Okay, so put the simple things first. And then the complicated things, you can put them second. Don't even talk about the complicated things at all. Because once you begin to talk about them and they don't understand, then now you are out. Okay? Any question at this point before I continue?
Hello, Mr.
Yes, sir.
My own, I don't know if it's possible. You said you were making mention of us going to the farm tomorrow. And the planter is heavy. So how are we going to do that? Is it that we are just
for the pictures for you guys, right?
Yes, please.
We've not come to the I'm talking of the slides. In terms of slides, do you have any question?
No question.
Okay, good. So the solution, once again, if so Ramla like this, she has this chemical. So Ramla, you make sure that the chemical, there is a picture of you holding it in the slide. Then the system, that simple system that you had, a picture of you with it over there. Then the tilapia, show us a picture of the tilapia. Left to me, if you can bring an ice chest and put the tilapia, kopebito, 100 GB, it's at Filippo. Put it in ice chest and bring it to us. You get what I mean? It will amaze you if you could even wear gloves on stage and remove the tilapia for everybody to say, hey, you get me? Do it. For you, Yvonne, please, so take a pic with someone who has gained weight and then say that, so this is one person who has been using your product, and this is the result. Put it in the solution slide, okay? Because all of you are competing, and you and I know that everybody will do well. So it will be those who will be a little bit dramatic and quite special and advanced who would, you get me, sail through, okay? For you, David, you too, same picture, tilapia, intervention, make it clear. For you, Adam, too, planter, farmer using, triple planting, punching holes, put it there. And like I said, don't put more than 3 pictures. The pain points too, don't put more than 3. Unique selling point, don't put more than 3. Short. I also forgot, In the problem, everybody make sure you put source at the bottom here. So as you can see, you see they've written UNICEF Ghana into bracket 2024. All of you do the same thing. When you are pitching, you tell them that, as you can see, we've referenced our source. Okay, so if you say there's a problem in Eastern region pertaining to tilapia and who said it, there was someone who said it, put it there. If you say Kekeli berry and Tom Brown has caused malnutrition and post-harvest loss, who said something, put it there, and then tell the judges that, and my source is clearly stated at the bottom here, because there is marks for the source. But if you don't draw the attention of the judges to the source, you won't get the marks. Okay, good. I think I have the marking scheme sample somewhere. I will try to share it with them. Then the next thing is, if your solution it's an online thing, then you can put the screenshot of how it looks over here. So like I mentioned, if Yvonne, you said you are processing something into something, and in your solution you had shown us some of the product, and you were giving it to someone, and you are saying that the person gained weight and things, there is some way you went to do what you did. So let us have a picture. It can be that you have a simple milling machine, because if you say you are doing post-harvest losses, there was a machine somewhere that did something that ended post-harvest. If not, then anybody can do what you claim you are doing. So a judge can ask, how did you manage to do the mixture? You say, oh, I had a milling machine. So put the picture of the milling machine. So you can say that, oh, so this is my milling machine. It gives me the ability to produce 1,000 pieces per month. For you, Adam like this, your own, apart from the fact that there's a prototype, maybe there's an assembling, there is BB, you get what I mean? Let us have a picture of clearly how the intervention is working. If not, anybody can also go and take a prototype and come and tell us that the prototype does A, B, C, D, okay? If you can't get anything, Krana, get someone to do a short video. I don't know how many minutes you are pitching. Get someone to do a short video and put it here that, oh, this is a sample of someone. David, for you, if your tilapia, I have to remember all of you, the ideas, forgive me. David, so maybe your intervention, there will be an online marketplace. If there's an online marketplace, please take a screenshot and see that this is my online marketplace. So the tilapia, when I fish and I do this, not only me, other tilapia sellers are able to sell on my platform, and we deliver it in a day, and I get a commission. Put a picture there like this. Then, when all of you are done, the rest of the slides don't matter. So some of you, if you like, you can add what we call value proposition. It's not compulsory, but it is nice if you put it there. So in terms of value, I can advise all of you that, okay, put 2 value proposition. So put customer value proposition and then in-carbon initiative or MasterCard value proposition. What do I mean by that? So for your customers, maybe your planter, you get me, is going to reduce the average planting time and the stress that they go through and things. That's fine. And it is simple. That's it. For you, David, your platform will allow people to sell quickly, easily, and blah, blah, blah. That's it. Ramla, your tilapia system allows people to fish, to do tilapia farming in their homes. It allows young students these days. Make it clear. Listen to the examples I'm giving you. Make it clear. The government is talking about Ejumira. They are talking about employment. They are talking about feeding universities, feeding schools, local production. Hence, this is going to give that opportunity for people to farm in their homes comfortably, easily, simply. Then you people then come and mention the carbon or MasterCard value proposition. So whatever you are doing, what is it in for MasterCard or McGill University or carbon? Okay, so there you can say that, oh, when our value proposition is in 2 folds. One is the customer, and one is for you in carbon for throwing your support behind me. So when you throw your support behind me, you get me, you are going to get what? A higher visibility, create jobs, impact, transparency, climate days, alignment with your goals, achievement of climate change by 2020 days, BB. So what you say? Open so crowd to me the council. Oh, so you've come up with a money tracking system, okay, or a database where you've started generating leads for transparency, bookkeeping, and many more. Okay, good. Then we have what we call the competitive advantage, but for all of you, because you are beginners, it's not necessary. Then you move to what we call the market analysis. Okay, now someone would say, shouldn't we talk about yes? Any question?
Yes. Please,
Okay.
with the current
Where?
is it market with the competitive distance?
Yeah.
I think the thing we will have to also discuss something about it. We have to
Okay.
present on it as
Okay,
well.
they told you guys to do that.
Yes, please.
Okay. So that's good. Okay, so then let me touch on it then. Okay. So
Okay.
there's a difference between a competitive advantage and then a competitor analysis. Okay. So the competitor analysis would be you comparing yourself with your competitors, where we know your flaws, their flaws, their upper edge, your upper edge, and blah. So it's like a table. We do it a very simple three table where you are at the top and your two competitors are at the bottom. Then you say, okay, maybe pricing. So maybe your price is affordable, DS is expensive. Maybe online delivery. They don't offer online delivery, you offer online delivery. Maybe they create employment, they do skill training. You mentioned that, and then you do that. I'll show you all a demo of that competitor framework analysis I'm talking of, okay? But when we look at just the competitive advantage, that one is just a short statement that separates you from the rest. So competitive advantage, all you are saying is, yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ Tom Brown, yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ planters, yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ tilapia. No, this is where we stand out. You get what I mean? So most of you, some of you, your competitive advantage could be the employment skill training or employment of disabled people. Do you get me? What do I mean? So you can say that, oh, for us, our competitive advantage is we train disabled people, which makes us gain public sympathy for people to patronize our product and also for us to get more grants to expand operations. Who can we have one medal? Yeah, but yes, Obi Susu on a competitive advantage in between and say for someone like Adam who is doing a planter. Okay, so for you, Adam, your competitive advantage could be, oh, unlike other competitors, other planters on the market, you are partnering with banks to what offer it on what we call financing terms to these farmers, and you've already done some talks. You can lie, they won't know. You can say that you've already done some talks with Opportunity International. That organization, they don't reply to their emails, so you can use that one. By the time they verify now elite. So, oh, you've spoken to financing bodies like Opportunity International so that they can, yeah, no, MasterCard. Okay. So that they can, no mention opportunity, the MasterCard use the money. So that, but I think, yeah, no, all of you say it. You can say the Opportunity International because it makes sense. MasterCard already works with them. So you can even say that, oh, you and them, you've partnered, you are in talks with Opportunity International. So that for you, your planters, you know, if they feel they can't buy it, they can take it on loans, and then Opportunity International, which is also funded by MasterCard, can pay on their behalf. You see, by saying that, you've murdered everybody. For you, Ramla, your competitive advantage could be that you are giving us a local-based guidance on how to do tilapia farming. For example, chemical, how am I going to use it? But if you have maybe audio recordings or you have guidance, you can say you've been guiding people or you'll be training people in their local languages. Don't even say recording. You can say you train people on how to use it in their local languages. Okay. For you, David, are you there? For you, David, guys, you know, yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I put you on a question. Yeah. Obi that akapadi ever send in your email, then you must ever send in a text, then you must say, oh, please, please, I've sent you the email and blah blah blah, and wishing you all the best. Think of me. I may have you, but wishing you all the best. Males do that. I know, but males send mails that males send their fellow males wishing you all the best. I didn't know. Okay, so can you look at the thing? Town 6 options that we not trade the canal. Six. Uh, oh yeah, call Ukrainian meeting. Start processing grains and etc. Or say I'm coming in Tuesday. Who names are the Tuesday? What catch and the income? My coach, you answer the time in catch and say Tuesday. Oh, me indecisive. Say, I didn't work at the end of the have time grass and catch and say, means I can't Tuesday. And no, or see a so that will be we prepared. As at the end, the other banner running the bow. What can come because we make our body be fasting to the session. Hello, guys. So that is how you can distinguish you get yourself when it comes to the competitive advantage. So for you, David, if you feel like you'll be doing delivery and things within 24 hours or something, that can be a competitive advantage. Normally, competitive advantage are things that you have at your disposal. But after some beginners, I don't know how realistic whatever you say would be. But if you guys were far advanced, then a competitive advantage would be the team. The fact that we are a female-led team, we have a disability member. If you don't have, you can say you've been training disabled people. Again, you can say maybe you can say you have a house or you have a shop which you've turned into the processing space. So for someone like Yvonne can say she has a shop. Ramla, you can say you have a land. I don't know how realistic it will be for Ramla at your age to say you have a land, but you can say you have a land you've been doing the tilapia. David, for you, you have that access to open spaces. So you can say, oh, for you've talked to the Nanano and they're giving you the river to use unlimited, okay? Then for you, Edem. So for you, Edem, your competitive advantage can be that you live in Eastern region and it is a farming zone, and most of the farmers, these things, it is not there. And you speak their language and things. Hence, it is easy. You have that easy market before even social media, and therefore the cost is low. But like I said, all these things will be, you have to do it realistic, because if me, Ramla tells me she has a land, I won't buy it. If Yvonne says she has a store, okay, so she turned her store into a Tom Brown business, but she waited until in Carbon before she did. Then you see down to there's that on and off. For David, it is easier to buy it because he looks older among all of you. Then for you, Adam, you can also say Eastern region because that's also a little bit realistic in a way. Okay. Yeah. So those are the challenges. Just make it realistic. Okay. Any question before I go to the market size? Okay.
No, please.
Yeah, good. So the market, don't type these plenty things you see here. All of you use a simple pie chart. So you can use a pie chart or a pie. It's like a portion of a circle where at the top you write TAM, where TAM is total addressable market. I think I taught you all these things before, right? So when we say total addressable market, all of you just say Ghana. So you can say maybe Ghana, maybe I think Ghana is about 20 million people, 19 million people. You can multiply that. Come again?
30 current.
That's good. So you can just go online and then say, okay, maybe tilapia market in Ghana, maybe it's $100 million. So all the market analysis, all of you do it in dollars. Okay, so your term can be $100 billion. And that is, you can leave it there. If you still want to justify it, then you can put maybe a small description below it, being 30 million people in Ghana, ages 18, 30 million people in Ghana, and that should be okay. Then the second one would be what we call the service addressable or available market. So that one, it is the total number of people who have agreed to buy your product at your stated price. Okay, so that one too is in dollars. So for example, Ramla, how much is your tilapia?
Hello.
Yes, how much is
so it depends on the size. Let me say, this you said
just one, give me one price.
40 cedis.
Okay, so Ramla, 40 cedis. So you cannot say that the whole Ghana said they are okay buying your tilapia at 40 cedis, you get it? So you did something we call research. So when you tell the panel that, oh, my tilapia, I'm selling it for 40 cedis, in their mind, they will ask, isn't it too expensive? You understand? So you can say that, okay, maybe 80% of persons living in the Ashanti region said they are okay buying your tilapia for 40 Ghana cedis, okay? And this will translate to maybe 1 million cedis, 40 times 1 million. That's it, 40 million cedis, okay? So 40 million cedis, so that will be around $4 million. Is that clear now? Ramla, is that clear now?
Yes.
Good. So what I'm trying to say is this. Your service addressable market is one thing they will look at. It shows the potential of the business over a period of time. So for you pick one region. So if you said you are going to sell your planters in Eastern region, pick Eastern region, pick the number of farmers there. Then you say 80% of those farmers said they are okay buying your planter at that price, and hence that would be about $4 million per year, or just say $4 million. Okay. For you, David, the same applies to you. Based on the region and the market you are selling to, you will let us know the service addressable or service available market for your tilapia. Same applies to Ramla and minimum. Okay. Then when you go and pitch, and then you go and say things like the total addressable market, $100 million. Then you come service addressable market, $50 million. Automatically you are out. It's not realistic. Sometimes it's best. If you want to be safe, you can even put it in the pitch deck that you will start. You want to start. You can use the word beachhead market. Oh, when you are pitching, for me, I will start in the Eastern region. Oh, for me, I'll start in the Western region. I'll start in this region. I'll start in the North. Although I've advised all of you to focus on the Northern region, it's up to you to decide, okay? Then you state the amount of dollars, okay? So by doing that, they will know that you know what you're about. That during your market research, 80% of the people said they are okay buying your product at this amount of money. Then we have what we call the service obtainable market, which is also going to be very crucial in you. So what happens is one of the judges will be focused on the market analysis and financials. One of the judges will be focused on your innovation, how innovative and different what you are trying to do is. One of the judges will be someone who doesn't know anything and will just be there throwing votes all over the place and going to be sympathetic, okay? That is how it works. So you need to cover every point in what you are doing. So the service obtainable market, with that one, when you people are putting it there, state according to your market adoption rate. So Ramla for now has maybe 1 pond, 2 pond, 3 pond. And when she starts, she can realistically do maybe 1,000 tons, 100 tons and things, okay? Make it clear. So you say that, oh, my service obtainable market will be 100,000 cedis from 2027. Why? Because I have a land and I'm buying more trampolines to increase production, and I produce tilapia within 2 months. Therefore, I believe I can realistically meet this market. Okay, David, the same applies to you. Service obtainable market. Okay, for me, I have access to the open waters. Hence, I can farm as much as I want and harvest more. And I already have my ready market. Hence, but when I look at the refrigerators and the freezers I have and the ice block, or when I look at the customers I have, I think realistically I can do 100,000 cedis in 2026. Okay, for you, Edem, the same applies to you. You cannot say that in 2026 you will do $1 billion. It's not possible. Okay, so that is how we go about the market analysis. And once again, whatever I'm telling you is my opinion. You can feel free and fine-tune it and increase the figures as you wish. However, if I am a judge and you are presenting to me and two people come with the same idea, one person says my service obtainable market is $1 million. One person says, oh, so for me, looking at my capacity, the land I have and the social media engagements I've done and some of the people I've talked to, realistically, I think next year I can do 100,000 cedis with my capacity. I would prefer that person over someone who will just be throwing things in the air. Some judges too may say, oh, the other person mentioned a larger potential, hence I feel that person is better. But normally, the person who says the simplest and realistic things is the best person, okay? Then, when you are done, I want you all to put in your pitch deck. You don't need to talk about it though. You can put the marketing plan or customer acquisition strategy. Put it there, but you don't need to present it, okay? or when you are presenting, you can be very quick. So all of you, your customer acquisition strategy, if you don't know anything, social media is there. So you all mention social media. Then number 2, for someone like Yvonne, there is one customer acquisition strategy Yvonne can always use. Yvonne, have you heard of the school feeding program? Do they feed them breakfast? Is she on?
They have school feeding program.
Eh?
The school feeding program, yes, they do give school feeding programs, but it's not consistent.
No. That one doesn't concern you. Do they give them breakfast?
No.
They don't give them breakfast.
They
They
do.
do, but that's what I'm saying, that it's not like regular. So I really don't know whether
No.
they
As for
still
the
do,
regular
but
need,
they do.
the judges don't know that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they do.
Even if it's not regular, in the eyes of the law, it is regular. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yes.
The irregularities in there. So for someone like Yvonne, because your product is simple, you can say things like, oh, my customer acquisition, apart from the fact that I'll do so, I have already launched LinkedIn, social media and things, and I have so and so followers, right? You can quickly add that school feeding program. You are going to see some of the tenders and the people. You started talking to some of the people in the Eastern region who do the school feeding program, and you sell to them. Or SHS, you get me? Already, I think John Mahama has made it clear that they should buy the raw materials from Ghana. That's what he said. So you can come from that angle. For you, David, you can say that your customer acquisition strategy, you employ locals so that the locals, as they are getting jobs, they also serve as free marketing for you. That is it. You can say that you would export to foreigners and things because the government is pushing for a more export than import. For you, Eden, your customer acquisition strategy, like I mentioned, will be partnering with the financing institutions. Then for you, Ramla too, your customer acquisition strategy can be the fact that your trainings, because they are in local languages, you feel that people will like you more. So all of you, the customer acquisition strategy, social media will be there, but try your best and add these simple things. And don't write plenty, just one short sentence. And make sure you put an animation that depicts customer acquisition strategy. If you have a picture showing, like I said, you talking to these school feeding program people, why not? If you can mention churches, you can mention churches. In fact, all of you, if you can't say anything, churches, mosque, but we friends, churches, mosque. Are you guys shrines? Yes. Are you guys familiar with how do they call it? Channels. The business model canvas, when we say channels. So sometimes, maybe for someone like Edem can sell to the associations. Edem, is that not the case?
Yes, please.
Association of so and so farmers. You can go and talk to the association. So you can mention it. I'll talk to the association. Ramla, definitely there is a tilapia association. Is that not the case? You can also do same. Yvonne and David. David, you can also mention the aquaculture conference. You get what I mean? You can mention the Ghana Digital and Innovation Week that you went to do recently. So just say things, put things that are that puts you as someone who is already doing the thing, and not someone who would say, make social media and that is no. And I will partner with people. No, partner, but say, there is school feeding program in Ghana and the government is doing so. I've started talking to these people so that I can supply to them. I've gone to all the hospitals that are close to me, and I noticed that some of the hospitals, they have people who sell breakfast. Hence, I'm going to sell to them, and you are gone. Or someone who can say, I'll be going to churches, mosque, because this is a place where if the pastor says everybody should buy, they will buy. If the mosque, an alaji or imam says everybody buy, they will all buy. Be simple, be straightforward, be realistic. If you want to export, make it clear that you are going to take advantage of what? The government initiatives. Then all of you put this thing that you see at the top here. Post funding. how do we survive? I think it's supposed to be below them customer acquisition, okay? So post-funding, how will you survive? If you have enough minutes, you can touch on it. That say that, oh, I've applied for this, I've applied for that. You get what I mean? I've applied for this, I've applied for that. Post-funding, maybe you can say that, oh, I would, after you people give me the $1,000 or the $2,500, I am going to expand, and therefore I'll be producing this amount of whatever. Or you can say that I've also applied and been selected for so and so grant somewhere, and they are considering me. So that money will also come and join you today. They want to see how you are going to survive after the funding. And normally they like it when you are someone who already has some form of funding, you get me, coming in from somewhere. Okay. Yeah. So this is traction and timeline. Okay. So when we say traction and timeline, all of you make sure you do it in this manner. Put a bar and just put 5 years. So don't do anything beyond 5 years. Okay. If you want to do it quarterly basis too, that will be 4 quarters. But normally left to me, 5 years is okay. So last year, if you started last year, fine, you can say something. But I'll urge all of you to say maybe you started last year. So maybe last year you did your market research and what have you. Then this year you did your prototype development. You get me? Or if you like, you can say last year you did your market research development, or you did your prototype development last year. You started selling this year, and through the Nkabom initiative, you've been able to fine-tune your prototype, and you've made a more sophisticated one prototype. So someone like Yvonne, that goes to you. So you can say, oh, for me, I started last year, I did my market research and product development. This year, I started selling already. And through the Nkabom initiative, training, mentorship, and funding, I've been able to launch 5 new products as what you people are seeing, which has been certified by the Food and Drugs Authority. So next year, I'll be able to do ×3. So this year, maybe I sold 100. Because of Nkabom, now I can sell 300, making minimum what track will be. So next year, then you can say, oh, maybe next year, I'm looking at exporting to Nigeria and other, you get me, places. Or I'm looking at going to Ghana, expanding to West Volta and other regions. Ramla, for you, you can also say the same thing, that, oh, last year, I did my market research. This year, I did my prototype development and sold some of my tilapia, as you can see here. And then through the Nkabom initiative, I've been able to develop my biochar chemical and things, and this is the result, as you can see. Next year, I will commercialize this, or I will expand to the Western blah 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 region, or I will export from Ghana. David, you too, same thing. So all of you, for me, I will advise you that don't go and say that, oh, this year I've done my market and research and development, and next year I'm going to sell. No, I would really advise all of you, when you were applying, Adam, what was the criteria? Was it compulsory that you people should be in the idea stage?
Sorry, they wanted to help startups. So if maybe you already have something you are doing, then.
So it is either you already have something or you are now starting.
Yes, please.
Excellent. You get what I mean? So all of you, I will really advise all of you to say that, oh, maybe my product, my Friday. I previa come on comment into mono Nkabom si can na mode fine tuning here. So Adam, you see it makes sense now.
Yeah.
So now it is easy to say that, oh, me next year me ship akoha mama me $2,500 now. Me expand it and ya fee number be
Okay.
back and forth. Yeah. Then the always make sure that the last year, all of you make sure that the last year at least there will be export somewhere. Okay.
So in a span of 5 years, in addition to last year.
Normally 5 years, yes. So you can do 2023, 2024, 2025, you get me? Then next year, Next year can be the rollout of maybe 3. So we'll say one planter, one seed planter. Now you can say next year na me push 3 planter. Into next
Okay.
me launch more product. Into
Okay.
David no 2023 now here market research. 2024 and now here prototype development. 2025 you started selling. Okay, so now that you've sold, David, when they give the money, what did you say you want to do?
Expansion. Expansion.
Yeah, no, okay, expansion, okay. How are you expanding? Is it that you are buying more net or what?
So expansion in order to produce more because
What has
that
it good? So someone like David can say that, oh, so this year he has already sold. So the next year he is what? Expanding, and by expansion, he means producing more, launching his online e-commerce platform where people can now order their distance in 24 hours. And say that you've already spoken to Shark Express. So they'll be doing your delivery for you. David, do you understand?
yes.
Did you get it? Ramla? Ramla, for you are doing a chemical, right? Okay. Ramla. Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, you have a chemical, right?
Please, it's not a chemical per se, but let's say, yeah, because it's like mixing probiotics with sugar, so maybe it's a chemical.
Good. So the point is that is when we say your intervention, would you say that is your intervention?
Yes, please.
So Ramla, you can say, oh, last year I sold raw. You get me? Last year, I sold raw, the normal tilapia in the trampoline thing. This year, I tested my probiotic thing. And please, as you can see this big tilapia in my hand, this is a sample of the tilapia I produce with my product. So next year, I'm also expanding. I'm launching the e-commerce platform. Say after the Ramla, what you say? E-commerce need David. I'm launching my e-commerce platform. Then the last year, all of you say that you are exporting.
Okay.
If all of you say, oh, and by 2020, this I will export to this thing. And when you are saying exporting, say that you will take advantage of the AFCFTA. Say it, let me see.
AFCFTA.
So you can say after. Say it, let me see. After.
After.
Yeah, it's called
AFCFTA.
Good. So after is trading. So they are trying to say that, oh, export more within Africa. You get what I mean? So you can say that you people, you are looking at exportation big time, taking advantage of the AFCFTA. And you can say Exim Bank. Then you can also say you want to export to. So look for these European countries that patronize these things a lot. USA, Canada, Germany. Exports need all of you put it there. All right. Then the budgeting. I'm sure they gave you all a specific budget.
Yes, please.
Okay. So you are supposed to give what you will use the budget for, right?
Yes, please.
So I left out the financials. So this pitch deck was prepared for an idea only. Because all of you already started, you people will have to prepare what we call the financials. So the financials shows what you've done so far. So that will cover for how much you've sold, or how much your machine is, or your probiotic is, or your milling thing is, or your planter. How much you sold for one. Adam, you get me? How much is
Yes,
how much does it cost to make your planter?
6,000.
And you are selling it for how much?
8,000.
And how much have you sold? How many have you sold so far?
10.
Good, excellent. You are doing well. So you get it now. David,
What?
your tilapia, how has the journey been? Last year, what did you do?
So with the first cycle, which has to do with the net, with 1 kg. So the total production was 10,000 fingerlings.
After sales, we made a profit of 20,000
Good.
of the
So
fair.
this year, what happened?
So this year we actually also added another cage to us, so and also stock in order to meet to actually add up to the demand which was coming, because we're not able to meet up the demand.
Okay.
Yes.
So what exactly is your innovation then?
So with the innovation has to do with accessibility, which is one.
So how are you doing the accessibility?
So the accessibility has to do with how long. So
You are deviating. David, you are deviating. You said you are providing accessibility, right?
yes, please.
How are you doing it?
Accessibility. So that one will do with the expansion.
No. David, you are doing, when we say accessibility, in your context, what are you referring to?
Anytime someone wants the tilapia, they can get some to buy.
Good. So it has nothing to do with expansion. Okay.
When really, how?
Accessibility, it refers to the delivery. That's why I said delivery.
Oh,
the
so
e-commerce, what I
yes.
say. Because Uber to me produce 1 million tons of tilapia, and as a meeting, it's still inaccessible to me.
Okay.
So I get where you are coming from, that people are not getting the product when they need it. But normally when it comes to startup, you can't accessibility now. Customer tilapia. What is the issue? Is it that I can't order 24 hours and get it? You get what I mean?
Okay.
So I would urge you, in my opinion, I would urge you to hit it clear that who deliver. But yes, who build the e-commerce platform? If possible, get it done quickly. A simple sample. I know you can do this. You get me? Ramla.
Yes, please. Sorry.
What is your innovation?
Please, I'm using a system to farm the tilapia, whereby it will reduce my cost of production, and I'll be able to sell my tilapia at an affordable price.
And perhaps they will be bigger, right?
Yes, they will.
They will be bigger. Excellent. Thank you. So how are you doing this?
So I'm using the biofloc system, whereby I'm going to incorporate non-harmful bacteria into the water, which is going to serve as a primary protein source for the fish to eat, and as well as converting their ammonia into nitrite so that it doesn't harm the water, doesn't harm the fish. Basically.
Okay, making them bigger. Say that thing one more time.
Oh, okay. So they getting a primary source of protein 247 in their water. It is going to make them feed more and get bigger, because most of the commercial feeds around, they only have a certain percentage of protein in them, not quite enough to make your fish bigger in the 6 months period. So they having the flock all the time is going to make them bigger, yes, in the same 6 months as the other farmers are doing.
Okay, good. Right there?
Yes, please.
My own is the planters will be made available, because you see, looking at the price, some of the farmers can pay it, and we want to actually keep making money upfront. So maize, the planting season in a year small, it's like 3 to 4 times. So we can actually give it for lease. Then we make money out of that faster. So for the maize, beans, and then the granules, and that 3 period. So it will be for lease.
Adam, before we get there, you used to tell me something about a TV planter, TV way. What about that one?
Yeah. So that one is like a future innovation of what we want to do. So it's like
what you've done, doesn't it do the TV way and things?
Now it's only one. It's a single. So we want to now do it triple.
Okay. So, but still, so it can only plant maize?
Yes, this one was limited to only maize.
11. This one, maybe sana dear Ghana, who say, or catch them say, Wednesday, and Guardian Minfa Tuesday. Take and check for me. Guys, one moment.
Yeah.
So, Adam, so
Yes.
your innovation is the fact that your planter is perhaps planting faster or something, right?
Yes, please.
And then secondly, the financing option, right?
Okay.
Because you've spoken to. And yes, Uber overshadow the planter. It means now we are not going to be hearing too much about what the planter is doing in terms of putting things in the ground. You get
Okay.
it? And
Okay.
as I said, when you mention the problem, let the solution match it. But Chiswa, also Udi Ejani, who said this is where he's differentiating himself. So look at David and Ramla. I'm sure they are not the only fishing people. David and Ramla, are you the guys the only fishing people?
There are two other fishing people I know of.
Indeed, where the two of you will stand out will be apart from Ramla saying that her own the sizes are good and things. Or no to me sign the chemical, no. Ramla, you get it now. The chemical.
Yes, please.
Mention it. Now, failure. Who trainee local farmers. Only can be very simple. You get me? And you'll be different. So, Ramla, this year, what did you do? So, what time?
Come again.
No, I know the time. Yeah, so this year, what did you do? 11.
Asking where the business.
Yes.
How do I put it? This year, I did one production, but I didn't do the biofuel.
Ramla,
And then now,
tell me the truth. Ramla, tell me what they want to hear. This year, what did you
do? Okay. So this year, I compared my harvest of the tilapia from this biofloc system to the previous system where I didn't use the biofloc system. And I realized that these fishes from the biofloc system were bigger and they grew at a faster pace compared to the ones I did from using the normal system that everyone does. And then I had engagement with consumers to talk to them and see if they'll be willing to buy that size of tilapia for 40 cedis. And 85% of them agreed with me. Yeah.
Okay, Ramla.
I don't feel comfortable lying though.
Yeah.
Be there, be playing.
Then you are not ready for pitching. Okay, so guys, Ramla, you are going to answer my question again. I want all of you. That means I can't wait. Come again.
I don't know how to lie.
Who is that?
It's like a comprehension you are writing.
Who is that?
Who will you get, Yvonne?
Who said that? Yvonne, when you get to your embassy and they ask you, when you are done with your masters, what are your plans? What will you say?
I want to come home.
Yeah, you want to tell the white people that you will stay in the United States and see if they'll give you your visa. Okay, guys, jokes aside. So, Ramla.
Yes, please.
Yes. I need you to answer the question I asked you. It's going to give me a fair idea of all of you, how your slide you are likely to do it. Okay. So, Ramla, walk me through your traction in 1 minute. Go.
So far,
one man that lied, that is why.
Hey, they are timing me. So far, I have. Hey, how do I do that? So far, I have gone through the prototype stage. I have registered my business. I have made relationships with customers, and I am positive that this system is what the future needs now. All I need is to scale up now. Nah, I'm lost. I need practice.
Okay. So you now know what to do. So go back and plan it well. Adam.
Yes.
Walk me through your traction. Go.
So my traction, I've made a 3-row maize planter, which plants different seeds, beans, maize, and groundnuts, and which is more accessible to the farmers and easy to use also. And as compared to what we have on the market, they are only limited to only a seed. A seed. And aside that, it actually makes it easier to plant because of the weather conditions and all that. So the farmers are able to catch up on an early pace and actually plant more and also get more harvest in return.
Okay. David. So, David.
Boss.
Yes, please proceed. Your traction.
So currently we've successfully completed 2 full production cycle with 0 stock out. Also with our market demand, we've 100% harvested first of the sold out. Our customer base currently has to do with the local market women, the retailers, and the restaurant. And our price advantage currently it is 10 to 15% cheaper than what is being imported alternatively. And in terms of our operation, currently our cage system has been improving over time, which is able to stock around 10,000 to 20,000. And in terms of our community, whereby we do operate, which is the Bawi municipal area, with everyone that we do work currently has to do with young women and youth. And scalability, we are looking at expanding our current capacity by 50% to meet the demand. Thank you.
Okay, excellent.
Please, last one, or I can last one, right?
1 minute is out. Yvonne. Traction. Yvonne.
Yes, sir.
Your traction. According to you. Go on.
Through this year, I was able to have a discussion with the people in the rural community, that's Kloagogo, and I was able to find out that most of them are able to do their own mixture using secondary and milk. And I developed my product to the extent that it was even in the prototype phase. And due to that, I was able to get the information to be that the product will be realistic. Through Incarbon's opportunity, the prototype is now viable to the extent that in 2026, we would like to commercialize it into different region markets and also ensure that within 2027, we would incorporate it into the senior high school feeding program called the school feeding care. And 2028, we are also trying to also have a baby care program in most of the healthcare systems where children are being hospitalized. And also in 2029, we are hoping to also export it to other diaspora that are also health conscious people. Thank you.
Okay, good. So guys, so don't worry, I can see everything is going. So just try your best. New Year slide, New Year. I think we'll have mock pitches starting tomorrow. Then your team, okay? Team, always put a female first, okay? Put a female first. They are doing these gender things. So put a female first, then you are second. So the female will be the operations, maybe operations, operations, and then number 2 can be the finance, then number 3 can be the social media and marketing. Okay, so all of you try your best, minimum at least only team crana per be any count team. So Adam, get a girl's picture, add it to yours. Okay. So you can say both of you co-founded it. Yvonne, are you to same per ubet me up or bema pictures right there? All of you make sure you are in a team, at least 2. When you were applying, did they specify?
They did not specify. Yeah, basically the team leader. So you just have to bring your people on board.
Yeah, because I once got a complaint from them that when I told them I was meeting all of you, it's just one. They said, no, it's not possible that in your business, you say you are the only person and I should have been meeting you people in teams. As in, if it is Adam's team, I'm supposed to meet all of them. Is there any truth in that?
Yeah, it's true, but it's like we are the reps of the
Yeah, they
group.
said you people, so everybody, team of 2.
Yeah. It's 3 okay? Hello?
1 minute. Hello.
I'm asking is 3 okay? Maybe I and 2 girls.
Yeah, it's up to you. But all of you, make sure there's a female and make sure the female. You said you people who are participating are the team leaders, eh?
Yes, please.
To them, or did they say you are the team leader?
So you have the business. So by all means, they are assuming that you have group members or team members you do the business with. So you are the rep. Uh-huh.
You are the rep. That doesn't mean you are the team leader. Or
Yes. Let me take it that way.
So if they don't know you are the team leader, I would urge you to use a female. You don't need to even put team leader. They are just for operations manager, but manipulate Chambra first. Now,
Okay.
what they are sure say gender balance, gender neutral.
Okay. If you make your gender neutral account.
Yeah, you write it there and tell them that as you can see, our team is gender neutral, or we have more females. Our team is
I'll add 2 girls to me.
2 females, 1 male, 2 females, 1 male, increasing LGBT idea.
Transgender.
Diversity. You say diversity, okay?
Okay.
If possible, if you people can get a disabled person to join your team too, it will favor you a lot. So if you like 1 female, 1 male, 1 disabled person, people are not ready. You people are not ready for the industry you are entering. Look,
no.
we have seen people who pitch on stage and a baby is being brought to them on stage. Are you guys listening to me?
You are listening.
What is brought to them?
Come again?
You said something
A
is
baby.
brought to them.
A baby was brought to the picture on stage. Do you get me?
Is that his child or something?
Was it?
Yeah,
only one knows, because the point is you people know him. Have you guys heard of Fresh Line Post Harvest Company?
No.
They do tomato powder. They won $100,000 in the presidential pitch and $20,000 from Cosmos. They've been winning grants. For them, the style of pitching they do. Okay?
So share that they are collaborating stage na actually.
As they are pitching, na ye the baby abeshe ni nsano wekita baby no the pitchy akaro. Inti obi sano, they call it sentiment. They've won the judges what? Sentiment. Yes, if your team, you present your team as a team. If you people will be honest, when you're applying for opportunities these days, they always tell women and people with disabilities are highly advised to apply. Is that not what they say?
Yes, please.
My team, we have more women and we have a disabled person on our team, ensuring diversity. Okay. Even if it doesn't work, it's better to try and fail than to what? Fail.
To not try at all.
And in this case, you people are about 100 or so. Okay?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have recorded that part. Okay. Good. Any question at this point? Okay. So in conclusion, I expect to see you people finish the slides by tomorrow.
Okay.
So that I can start reviewing them. Because you people said you have a pitch soon, right?
Yes. Please, I have a question to ask.
Before the question. So I think they sent me my email that I'm supposed to come. I think they said is it this week, 2nd and 3rd or so, right?
Yes.
So they said it's a conference, right? At UGBS.
Yes, please.
So I've seen my email, so I'll be there. Guys, last thing, pictures. Who are pictures of you pitching somewhere near the Adino? Like I said, only farmers name near normal tilapia anyway, you carrying tilapia. Please prepare a gallery like this. You get me? Let me tell you, I was pitching this someday. There was a guy here, me, I don't know him, not knowing that one of the judges, you get me, knows the guy. So the judge was like, wow, this guy is true. I know this person. Means was Ajimai. I can see Ajimai. I'm Bisa Ajimai. So who? She said Ajimai is in the picture. I was like, yeah, Ajimai. You see, it speaks to credibility. You get me?
Certain.
It's not certain. No, it's not certain. My friend, respect yourself. It's not certain.
Yeah.
The point is this. I did this project, right? At Accra Girls,
Okay.
but I don't know the Ajimai guy.
Okay.
Me, I don't know him. He's there. You get me? So it's not certain. The point is, I'm telling you that me, if you give me the money, I can do what I'm saying I can. You are telling them that if you say you do Tom Brown, you've given it to people to eat. Yvonne, are you following? Yvonne,
Yes, sir.
you are not lying in this case. Do you get me? You are just telling them
Okay.
that Tom Brown, Clear?
Okay. Yeah.
To people. You've done this. Ramla. Wait. Ramla. Okay. Ramla, you say you are doing, no, I don't think Ramla is on the call. Is she? Yeah, she isn't. Good. David. What's happening? David.
Yeah, senior.
Your pictures of you speaking at GDIW, of you going to the Eastern region near the and yes, settings, you are telling them, say, what is it? Tilapia, I'm doing it. Oh, Fabisha ice chest will never come. Neyi share gloves.
Yes, please.
Tilapia, tilapia. This is
And you know, Wednesday, Nyame adoma ye be harvest.
you better.
Me honum no tilapia ye be harvest.
Good. Into share farming items. Ni be share take pictures that show that you are doing the thing you claim you are doing. What you say? Adam, you too, you say you are doing.
Hello, boss.
Yes, sir.
Something also came in mind.
Yeah.
Time when we are applying for, most of our customers, about 90% are women.
Mm-hmm.
They do come around, and they are those that we actually sell to the local market.
Very good.
So the idea, one of the idea actually has to do with how we can actually better their life, because they are the direct end users.
Exactly. Do you get me? So for some pictures in that share at the end, normal who say who him into picture me create be a slide, they won't follow again. They won't can in the head. Yet, who the pictures ni shame. You cannot say you are doing tilapia and you are not showing us an evidence of you putting your hand in tilapia. Social media na create here. That's why I told you people post so that you could even tell these judges, say, please, as you scan, you can see all our social media. We've been doing this, and we've been speaking here, I've been pitching here, so that the people know they know, say they are dealing with what as rules. That is why in teaching in the innovation space, the same people keep winning each and every time. Not because they have any connection anywhere, but the point is, Ejumanu, or more evidence. So this gallery people are saying, this man, he is the German ambassador. Now, not knowing the whole UNFPA boss, when he came to Ghana, this man, he went to pay a courtesy call to this man. Adam, are you following what happened?
Yeah, I'm following.
So he went to pay a courtesy call to the ambassador. I didn't know about it. And not knowing Germany, the ambassador has been funding UNFPA, is the second largest sponsor of UNFPA. So clearly, when the country manager saw the picture, he knows that no, we are dealing with someone who is what? Credible. You get it now. But if you go and sit on stage and you are pitching and you are just telling us that your planter is 3-way and 2-way, sometimes now what happens is you give the judges the chance to cheat, because some of the judges too, they are friends and family, you get me, are partaking in these things. And in pitching, the third position is the favorite of the audience. The second position is the actual winner, and the actual winner is the favorite of the audience and the best pitcher. Are you guys following the difference?
Yes, please.
Then the first person is the person that they were already intending in their mind to give it to from the onset. So sometimes before you people go, they've told the judges that we want aquaculture, we want this, we want that, we want this. So in their mind, they've killed their mind. But when you go and you're able to impress the audience, already tell the audience, When you're able to what? Pitch so well and clear and everything, then you are second. When now your solution clearly in a way aligns with what they are looking for, then you become first. You get it now?
Okay.
This is not just for this week, but for future pitches. As I'm here, I've never lost a pitch before. I don't know if you guys have it. You understand?
Yes,
and none of my mentees have also lost a pitch before. So I'm sure that you guys would really do wonders. I am not like this week. I won't come, but because of you people, I want to come and see. You get me?
Exactly.
Yes.
Hopefully tomorrow I'll be going to the DTI.
Yes.
I want to take a couple of pictures with the guy. Maybe I'll put it in the slides, and maybe I'll
take the pictures. Take it. Check it. The 3D model in a picture.
And I make also like farm no, so meaning say be only any farm around and then be.
Oh, don't worry about the farm. When you're ready, just let me know. With a phone call with the farm, we'll sort it out. Bye.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. What's wrong? Yvonne, any question?
Yeah.
Yvonne, any question?
Nice. Oh. I did the
I'll call you after here. Okay? So all of you, prepare the slides for short answers, references, pictures on each and every slide. Each and every slide. Each and every slide. Short statements, super simple, super clear, maximum 10 slides. Maximum 10. Have they told you how many minutes you are pitching, Eden? Yvonne, have they told you how many slides? How many minutes you are pitching?
Yeah.
But currently we do have 5 minutes in mind. So you are working towards 5 minutes.
So 5 minutes, 10 slides.
Wow.
Yvonne, you have samples of your Tom Brown, right? You do.
Yes, I'll have it tomorrow.
Get like 5 samples, varieties, labeled, everything on point. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Adam, planter, bring it.
Yes.
When you are going to pitch, get a girl to follow you on stage with it. David and
The planter.
Yes. Bring
it's
it.
very heavy.
My guy, are you ready to win or what is wrong with you? What is your evidence that you teach a planter?
Okay.
David.
Boss.
Copy skill. So skill.
Your skill fee.
Copy skill. Mienu anabako. Na fa ice chest 2 anabako necessary tilapia koto kakraka de ni bi. Sure. Gloves. Gloves. Ne free. When normal let them see say
I'm
telling you. How many people are pitching? Is it not 100? Be there.
No, 15. 15.
You people are just 15 people.
Yeah, they said they are going to
open to everyone. If you want to pitch, you can go and pitch. But if they select the 50 people, they'll take 15 out of it to pitch. Then out of the 15, they'll take 7 to South Africa to go and pitch.
So when is the most important pitch?
So I'm sure after the prototype stage, somewhere January to February that side.
So this week's pitch is not important.
Open our pitch. Why ready our pitch? Only ready so
then why are we?
I think it will actually be a stepping stone for us. You can actually mean business.
No, but say we say about this house, our pitch and the openness will weaknesses in the hand.
So when I was here January, he said we are conference number in intro. Person a shemuna. A pick a mom. But yeah, the pitch in Ankasabe almost at 15 year. On be pen for 15 or more ideas near solid. Now out of 15, I must say 7 across South Africa. I'll copy it.
Why would you do a pitch when you not do it? So this week's pitch, they won't use it to do anything.
But in a way it will help. If your products up front, you say maybe you can get funding and other things from other people that will come there.
By this thing, yeah, okay, you do the pitch. I thought this week was a very important pitch. That's why I was doing this Oh, guys, we are done. We can all go.
Okay.
10 a.m.
Bye.
10, 11.
Hello, Mr. Kekeli.
Yes, sir.
Please, can you share the recorded this one to us?
Yeah, I'll share the recording. Apparently, my call and things center, so I'll share it. And tomorrow, when you people are done with the slides, we will have another. You get me? I will review the slides. You pitch it to me to see. Okay.
Okay.
You pitch it to me to see, and then we would.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye.
David, call me after.
Call. Is that? Please, said.
Call me after you.
Okay, please.
Thank you for the opportunity. Sorry, apologies for this. We can need to manage national disconference.
Don't say late response.
Let me just
Say
the opportunity.
thank you for your email.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. Yeah.
Startup. Innovation, education.
Money.